Well, good morning everyone. Hope you're all doing really well. Today, the video, I wasn't expecting this. The plan today was to come to this castle, which is just the other end of the town I live in, and try and get some silhouette shots with the sun rising this morning. As you can see, a bit of a whiteout. I swear when I looked out the window this morning it wasn't snowing, so in the half an hour that it's taken me to get up, get ready, all of this has happened, or I'm just blind. I might have mistaken it for frost. So the plan has ever so slightly changed. Obviously no sun, so what I thought I would do instead is snow shots. A little while ago I did come down here and the castle had some metal fencing around it. Thankfully that's been removed, so I should hopefully get some really nice shots. But what I need to do, I need to be really careful about what I do and where I go, because you can't see it, but nobody's been here yet. Nobody has turned up. So it is pristine, no footprints, no nothing. So I need to be careful about where I go so that I don't get footprints in my shots. So what I'm probably going to do is, behind you is the entrance. There are hills around the side, so it's like there was like a moat or something, I guess, that went round, and then you've got the other bank. So what I might do is have a little wander over there, and then see if I can get some shots from over there, and then make my way a little bit closer, just so that if there are any footprints, I'm not getting them in the shots that are further away, if you see what I mean. So, see about having a quick little wander around, see if I can get some shots. And yeah, how cool is this? I was not expecting this. Right, let's go. So the very first shot, what I've seen is, in front of me there's a tree that's just sat here, just poking out of the moat or whatever it is, and what it's doing is one of the branches is just arching over, and if you get low enough, which hopefully I have, what that allows it to do is it actually arches over the castle. So you've got all the white of the snow on the branches of this tree. You've got the castle in the background and all the snow on the top of that as well. It looks absolutely awesome. But yeah, it's a fairly simple shot, just a nice little framing shot. What I'm going to have to do is try and keep an eye out for things around the edges. So basically it's border patrol, just anything that you don't want encroaching in your image, either move or try and crop that out. There is a little leeway with cropping in post, but if you can do it on the day, it's probably better to try and do it on the day. If you do plan to crop, what I would suggest is, if you don't take the exact shot you're after, zoom out ever so slightly so you give yourself a bit of breathing room to crop. Then if you've not got it perfectly lined, it's going to benefit that in the long run, because if you start skewing it and squiffing it around, it then has to crop in further. So definitely worth making sure you give yourself a bit of room if you're planning to crop in post. There's one person just turned up. This is quite busy at times, so and I've no doubt that as soon as people wake up and realise it's snowing, they're probably going to be flocking here. So I've got to try and get this done as quickly as I can. Okay, so it's as I was expecting. Now that people have woken up, they're starting to come here. So I've got to try and be a bit quick about this. There's a family that's just turned up, and they're being pretty respectful, which is really cool. So they're not actually trying to get into the shots or anything like that. Taking a shot here, I think it's a similar shot that I've taken a long while ago, but not overly convinced on it. What I liked was the fact that you could see some of the stonework, and then the snow covers the rest of it, but I don't think this is the right angle for it. So when the family's moved on, I'll move along a little bit and see if I can get some shots there. Okay, so family's moved on, they're heading a different direction now. This angle I think works a little bit better. It's having everything straight on, it just looked, I don't know, too uniform, if you know what I mean. I'll stick them up and you can have a look between the two, but coming off to the side ever so slightly, everything is almost at angles, so you got almost like zigzags leading you up to the castle itself, and at this angle there on the left hand side there are a few more trees, so it sort of obscures a lot of what you can see behind me, just grey sky. So I'm going to take a couple of shots. I'm going to have a look and see what it looks like in landscape. I have a feeling there's going to be too much either side, so I think either a portrait shot or maybe even a square crop will actually work better on this. So let me take that, I'll stick it up on the screen, and let me know what you think between the two. Do you think it's better almost having a profile shot of the castle, or coming off to the side and having it a little bit more dynamic? There are quite a lot more people turning up, so I think with that and the amount of footprints in the snow over the other side, I think I'm just going to head round to see if I can find a bit of woodland stuff to do. Round this way there are a few trees, so I might have a quick look just to see if there's anything there. Fingers crossed there is. Right, so the bit that I thought was woodland is actually less woodland than I expected or remembered. It's just a few trees sort of scattered here and there, but there's not really much in the way of shots I can see. What I have found though is that you've got I'm assuming it's the part that was the moat originally, but it's where the snow on the sides of the hills hasn't quite caught, or there's bits poking out. There's a difference in texture or colour. It's a bit darker on the hills, and then there's this just white patch leading you all the way through. I'll be honest, I'm struggling to be able to get this in one shot. I think I'm possibly going to have to do multiple exposures, because if I set it to what the camera wants me to set it to, then I can't see the whiter part for all the rest of the white, and if I go too dark I won't be able to see anything. So I'll have a little play around. Not entirely sure this is going to be a good shot or not. I may have to blend a couple of exposures, but we'll give it a go. if I manage to get it, I will chuck it up on screen. Yeah, there's way too many people turning up now, so I'm gonna call this a video. Thank you ever so much for taking the time to watch. As always, it's extremely appreciated. Feel free to drop a comment below, let me know what you thought. Like I said in the previous one, I'm trying to make these a lot shorter, but hopefully you've seen something you enjoyed in the video. Give it a thumbs up, and if you're feeling extremely generous, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you in a couple of weeks. Alright, take care guys, bye.